Hello folks, and welcome to the concluding part of the K-Cup Challenge. We're here at Willow Springs and we're about to take this one on with the S660. So here we are folks at the track. We're at the Willow Springs International Raceway Streets of Willow Springs Circuit. We're a 16th out of 20 on the grid and we're comfort soft tyres. It's a K-car only challenge with a PP of 400 LS. And here we go into the settings. Comfort softs only. We're just a little way off the PP, just at 399.07. This beast has 115 brake horsepower. It's a mid-engine rear turbo situation. It's using a standard engine. Normal suspension, normal diff, just a rear wing, which looks like it's a high level rear with type 20 end plates. It doesn't look like it's got any front splitter or side skirts, and maybe I don't think it's even got a rear damper on the back, a rear diffuser. ECU is sports, output's at 100, no restrictor on it, fully customizable manual gearbox, low RPM turbo, so that indicates we need to change up just as the rev counter's coming onto the gauge, around about 7,250 RPM. Anti-lag system is on but weak with the intercooler racing. Racing for the air cleaner, silencer and exhaust manifold, brake system normal, racing pads. And then we've got bore up, stroke up, engine balance tuning, polished ports and high lift cam installed. Nothing else required folks. Hello folks and welcome to the track. Just the settings to go. Assist settings will be traction control 1, default ABS, everything else off. I am using manual transmission. And the controller settings, for those of you who need to know, I'm using a wheel, open button configuration. Controller steering sensitivity at 0, everything else at default, which is 5.5. And with this folks, it's the last race of the little session. Hope these are helping you, and we'll go to the track. We'll see you at the end. Here we go folks, just about to cross the line. We're not going to make any changes. Just going to change up the gears as they come. We're going to chase down Mr. Simmons into the first corner and try and take him at the apex of the second. If we can do that on the brakes. Almost there. We're going to keep with him. Take him at turn 3. We're just going to let the car run. Have to be careful, this car actually gets quite a good top end, and we've got much faster than the AI cars at this stage of the race. Just got to take the path of least resistance. There are clean race bonuses available in this race if you don't bully your colleagues too much. We wouldn't do that though, would we? Not with the nice, lovely AI. So this little Mr. Rubilar in the green, is it a cappuccino? It looks to be. We're just going to threaten him with a bit of door bash as we go into this corner here. Just rolls over the curb on the brakes, just let him come out wide. Oh, we've nudged him. That wasn't supposed to happen. Be careful coming into this complex here because it's a tight right-hander. After we do this left, we get a little bit of a tap off the coppin. But we're on it and we're pushing. Now to 11th place, just behind Mr. Mangano. We're going to put Mr. Hizal in our sights as we take Mr. Mangano there. Just give him a bit of grass to think about. There's no grass here, I mean dust. Mr. Hizal will be our next conquest. As we come down to the corner, we've set in purple sectors, which is always good. Line was a bit wide there, but let's try and run through this corner, carry as much speed as we can, There we go, beautiful. Run hard, up to 4th gear, another purple sector. Diving into this bank corner, it's almost, it is a hairpin really, but it really does open up and allow you to accelerate out of the corner. We're going to get up to Mr. Wong, try and slide down the inside of him for the tight left-hander if we can, as we did on Mr. Rubilar. Mr. Miazano and Mr. Lopez, always somewhere near the front, these two. We're going to get them in one go. Oh no, we're not. Mr. Lopez decided he wasn't having it. We'll just take all 3 of them cones out. Where is he? There he goes. On to lap 3. We're in 5th place. Just going to chase the top 4 down now. So the S660 does get a bit loose. You can feel the back end wanting to fight you. If you wanted to, you can just make some brake balance changes just to give you that little bit of comfort into the corners under the brakes. But with this circuit, you just need the car to run a little bit. Traction control is actually key because I can just bury the throttle when I want it to go, and it'll do the little bit of throttle balancing you need up the inside of that 660 there, and back on the gas, let the car run. Changing up early, Mr. Fraga next in 3rd place, pushing for Mr. Fraga who's in 2nd, and then Mr. Yamanaka first. We'll make some gains here. There the car goes, it just wants to slide occasionally. You can catch it with a throttle lift. Just want to try and carry a bit too much speed, it will just slide about. So up behind the cappuccino, Mr. Fraga, Mr. Yamanaka in the S660. We only made 2 places on that lap. I think actually only made 1. Only overtook 1 car. It's lap 4, so we've got 1 to go after this, so we can afford to pay some, set him up, and we got Mr. Fraga easily on the way out that corner, even though he wanted to give my back end a bit of a touch. We don't mind that though, it wasn't remotely threatening where we are. Mr. Yamanaka moves out of our way nicely, and we're on the run again to just get this lap done. And it's 1 lap to finish. Probably flirted a little bit too much with that curb. Trying to keep the speed up and run through the corner. But let's get down to this complex again, see if we can really tighten the line up. There we go, on the brakes, just dab it a little bit. We could probably carry a lot more speed through there. Way, come on. Need to probably lose a bit of speed through there like we choose to here. Get it around the corner. Off the throttle, the back end comes round, lift off oversteer. That's what they call it. And that's what it's doing. So final lap, we're in 1st place, just going to let the car slide a bit with that lift off breakaway. Once you learn how to get it, you're good, you can control it. It'll drift a bit, this car, if you really wanted it to. If it just had a little bit more power, it could probably hold the drift. The last lap wasn't quite as fast as the previous 2, and I don't think this one will set any records, but let's get it down into 2nd gear. I tried it in 3rd last time and it wasn't having it. for it, come on. Not a massive gap to second place, 3 seconds almost. But let's see what we can do. Try and keep some pace on through there on the brakes again. Last couple of corners. Change down, get the back end moving. And across the line. Sees us take the win with the 1:33.2, probably the fastest lap. And there it is. And what more can you say? That was relatively straightforward. After being asked for the request, that's these two done in a day, and I'll try and get these posted for you. Good looking car. No, actually the fastest lap was 1:33.2. I actually thought I did a maybe. That was lap 2. Actually thought I'd gone quicker than that. At the end of the day, a 7:51, almost 5 seconds out of the back, and not that much of a major challenge. The key is in the setup, and you can use any car at this circuit except for the Beat 91 unless you've got the engine swap. The Beat 91 ain't very good, and as you can see there's none of them in the list. And there it is. No clean race bonus, I would suggest. No, there is none. And with that, folks, that brings to a conclusion for this short little update series. I've tried to do a few races and tracks now for update 1.27. All those that have asked me over Christmas for a race review, something new, something different, just refresh or redo the race because they can't seem to be done with the old setups. I'm still on with trying to find that cappuccino setup, but we'll get back to the engine swaps. And then we'll move on to some fresh things, try and do something different, something new, and we'll go from there. But thank you very much for watching, folks. Appreciate you liking, subscribing, commenting. I do enjoy interacting with you outside of the videos, and just like to give you warm wishes for the new year. So all the best, folks. We'll see you in the future. Take care.